You know, there are times when our body tells us that we might need an adjustment. And then there's actually times that it may not tell you, and you do need an adjustment. Well, that's when you come see Dr. Long, Long Chiropractic, over on Pass Road in Biloxi. So before we meet with Dr. Long, we're going to talk to a couple of his patients that have been coming to him and getting some help. And first of all, this young lady here, Michelle, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. What gave you the reason to come see Dr. Long?
Well, actually, I knew someone who was already a patient, and I had been seeing another chiropractor, and I thought, well, that was going okay, except I kept having recurring headaches, and they were like, no, you got to come try him, come on, come on, come on. And finally, just to keep him quiet, I said, okay, finally. So I came over, and he did a very thorough exam and x-rays and determined that there was a problem with my skull and my occipital bone from an accident that I had about 10 years ago. And he did an adjustment that actually is not a very normal or regular, he doesn't do it every day, actually.
Right.
And right when he did it, I could tell that that was the source of my headaches. It was like a pop in my head.
Really?
Only I could hear, but I could feel. I was like, yes.
It's like the light bulb popped off too, said, wow.
Because it's like deep in my head, so I could feel when it came off, where it was kind of jammed, and that was the source of it. So I was just amazed. So I've been coming to see him regularly, like once a month, just to tweak things. And
just a little tweak thing?
Yeah.
No more headaches?
No more headaches.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is absolutely awesome. So great success story.
Yes.
Great success
Very
story.
happy.
Just one of many, and let's talk to another one right now at Dr. Long Chiropractic in Biloxi. Now, Pastor Bill has also been a patient of Dr. Long here. If you would, tell us, why you're coming to see Dr. Long.
I began having problems in my lower back several years ago. And the surgeons, I went to the surgeons and they said I was not a candidate for surgery because of my age and other conditions. So associate pastor in the church referred me to Dr. Long.
I was going to say, as a pastor, you're on your feet a lot,
yes.
Especially on Sundays.
And so I've had the sciatic nerve problems were a real problem. And so through his recommendation, I came to see Dr. Long. And through a series of treatments, my lower back pain is gone.
Wow.
And the sciatic nerve problems are decreased considerably. I'm now able to stand for a much longer period of time. And so it's been a great relief for me. The thing that impresses me the most is not just the thoroughness of what he does, and he does a very thorough job, but there's a compassion, and I'm real sensitive to that. So the compassion that comes from him in the care of his patients and the whole staff is very impressive.
And that's a good reason to come to see him.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to go have a talk now with Dr. Long here at Long Chiropractic, Pass Road in Biloxi. Dr. Long, it's so good to see you again. It's been a while.
You too, Jeff.
And I love hearing things like Billy just said that how compassionate that you are, and then with Michelle talking about how you really do a thorough checkup with someone to find out exactly where their problem lies.
I think that's one thing that kind of keeps us separate from others. We are very thorough in what we do with people. A patient, when they are admitted to the office, first we go into a very, very in-depth case history. Not just what's going on now, but what's gone on in the past too, because things have happened back through the years that many times we don't think about, but they continue to plague us throughout life. And that's one of the reasons we do a real in-depth case history with patients. We also do a very extensive and thorough examination. X-rays of the spine that are required, we certainly do, because I like to know where I'm going with a patient.
Sure.
And the X-rays are kind of like a road map. If you don't know where you're going, you're not going to like where you end up. So we are very thorough with our people, and that helps us to determine what has to be done to help them, and how much time it's going to take, and the type of treatment plan that they're going to be required to go through.
Well, I remember, last time you were on, a year or so ago, that we talked about how, people that have been in accidents that 10, 20 years ago
Exactly. Exactly.
could be though it may not seem like it was anything then, something minor, could be the root of a problem that they're having today.
It very well can be. You know, the people, Jim, that are in car accidents and feel the pain right away, those are the lucky ones, because they usually do something about it. Mm-hmm. But sometimes people don't do anything about it because they don't have a symptom. They don't feel pain. And then many times, 10 years down the road, things start to happen, all because of what should have been checked 10 years prior at the time of the accident. So we see a big part of our practice is personal injury work. And like I said, the people that are the lucky ones are the ones that do get in when they do have an accident or a problem like that.
I hear they're calling already to call and make an appointment. And you really do a thorough exam of people. And some people think, oh, a chiropractor, they're a bone doctor. They go in and you snap your back and all this. But there's so much more involved in that. Like Billy mentioned, the sciatic nerve. I mean, all this stuff is connected.
Everything connected to the central nervous system, yes, completely. Mm-hmm. And that's the master control of all the systems in the body. And if it doesn't function, you don't function. But when that central nervous system is working at its peak capacity, and the brain can keep the messages flowing from the brain to the body can take care of itself. The body is a self-healing organism. It just needs no interference in that spine. And that's what we try to remove, is the interference from the spine. Mm-hmm. Chiropractic is about health. It's not so much about backs.
Right.
We, even though we use the back to do the work that we do, mm-hmm. Some people think that we're just back doctors. They don't think about other symptoms.
Pop your back, pop your neck, that's it.
Yeah, and there's a lot more to it than that.
Sure.
And I've been doing this for 46 years, and it's still just like the first day I ever did it. And it's been my whole life, and that's what I appreciate. Well,
and I know that as both of them mentioned, that you do such a thorough job of going in depth, finding out exactly what it is that's ailing him. Like she has a problem with the headaches, and he had the problem with the lower back, and there's just two totally different areas.
Sure.
That have to be treated differently.
Sure, definitely. Not one. I've had so many thousands of patients through the years, and I've never had two that were the same. And everybody's different, and everybody requires different care. Mm-hmm. And we see that each one gets what they need.
And you do a great job of it.
Appreciate that.
Thank you so much for being with us again today.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you again.
Yes, sir.
If you'd like some more information, if you'd like to make an appointment, the number is on your screen. You can be sure you go and like them on Facebook. They're located on Pash Road in Biloxi, just east of Keesler Federal Credit Union. Just look for the sign out front, Dr. Edward Long, Chiropractor.